Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Yuddha Kanda, chapter 108. Rama kills Ravana. Matali then reminded Rama of the following: Why are you acting like Ravana? As if you do not know what to do. Deploy the Brahmastra weapon to kill him, O Lord. The time for his destruction, which was foretold by the gods, has now arrived. After being reminded by these words of Matali, Rama grabbed a blazing arrow that hissed like a snake. The blessed sage Agastya had given Rama that huge and formidable arrow received from Lord Brahma, which never missed its target. Lord Brahma, whose strength was immeasurable, had fashioned it in the past for Lord Indra, who was eager to conquer the three worlds. The wind god presided over its feathers, the fire god and sun god over its head. Its shafts consist of space, and Mount Mandara and Mount Meru presided over its weight. Fitted with beautiful feathers and adorned with gold, its body shone very brilliantly. It had been created from the splendor of all the elements and was as brilliant as the sun. It resembled the smoky fire of universal devastation and was like a blazing, venomous serpent. It could quickly pierce crowds of men, elephants, and horses, or shattered gates, iron bars, or mountain peaks. Smeared with the blood and fat of its many victims, it looked very ghastly. It was as hard as a thunderbolt and extremely noisy. It could disperse all kinds of armies. It was daunting, terrifying everyone. It hissed like a snake. The dire arrow was like death personified in battle and always provided food to the buzzards, vultures, cranes, jackals, and rakshasas. It was a source of delight for the monkey chieftains and the scourge of the rakshasas. It was fitted with variously pretty eagle feathers. After charging the tremendous arrow with a mystic hymn, in accordance with the regulations laid out in the Vedas, the mighty Rama placed it on his bow. It could destroy the fear of all the worlds as well as of the Ishwako dynasty. It took away the glory of enemies and was delightful to oneself. While Rama was fitted that paramount arrow to his bow, all living beings became frightened and the earth trembled. Angry as he was and enthusiastic, Rama drove his bow all the way back and shot that arrow capable of piercing vital parts at Ravana. As difficult to repulse as the thunderbolt thrown by Indra and as incapable of warding off as death itself, Rama shot it at Ravana's breast. As soon as the dynamic arrow, which could put an end-to-end body, was shot, it pierced the heart of the wicked Ravana. Taking Ravana's life away with its impact, the blood-stained arrow entered the earth. Soaked with blood from having killed Ravana, the arrow re-entered Rama's quiver like a servant who had finished his task. As Ravana was being deprived of his life, his bow and arrow fell from his hands. When Ravana died, the splendorous Nairiti, the deity presiding over the southwest and protector of the Rakshasas, fell off his chariot onto the ground, as Vritra did when killed by Indra's thunderbolt. Seeing Ravana fallen on the ground, the surviving night stalkers became frightened without their lord and fled in all directions. Armed with trees, the monkeys roared as they fell upon the Rakshasas. Having seen Ravana killed, the monkeys felt very triumphant. Tormented by the jubilant monkeys, the Rakshasas fled out of fear back to Lanka because their protector had departed. Their pitiful faces were streaming with tears. Overjoyed and exultant, the monkeys shouted over very loudly, proclaiming the victory of Rama and death of Ravana. At that time, the happy sound of drums being beaten by the residents of the heavenly planets filled the sky. A pleasant breeze carried celestial fragrances blew there. A fascinating shower of rare flowers fell from the heavens to the earth, sprinkling down on Rama's chariot. The heavens could be heard the distinct words, "Well done, well done," combined with praises of Rama uttered by the majestic gods. Now that the monstrous Ravana, the terror of all the worlds, had been killed, the gods, along with the Karanas, became extremely overjoyed. Glad to have killed the foremost of the Rakshasas, Rama then fulfilled the wishes of Sugriva, Angada, and Vibhishana. Thereafter, the host of gods became peaceful, the directions clear, the sky spotless. The earth ceased shaking. The wind began blowing, and the sun shone steadily, Gathering together Sugriva, Angada, Vibhishana, and Lakshmana too, along with all their friends, were thrilled by Rama's victory and offered him the customary respects on the battlefield. Having killed his enemy and fulfilled his vow, Rama stood on the battlefield surrounded by his people and army. Rama, the source of delight for the kings of the Raghu dynasty, resembled illustrious Indra surrounded by the host of celestials. Thus completes 108th chapter of Yuddha Kanda of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of a sage and the oldest epic. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.